What up, my people? We back at it again, man. Who we got on the roster today? Man, today, I got some news you can use, man. Literally. The stuff that I've been seeing on the news lately has been crazy. So I put up a couple of clips that I done seen, man, that I wanted to share with y'all. So, leave your comments in the comment spot, man. Tell me what you think. Let's get right into it.
Police say a man fatally shot his own brother to save his elderly mother.
John Finolio live in Beverly Grove with the details and reaction to a shocking turn of events tonight. John.
Cher and Micah, this is the home where that terrifying and tragic situation unfolded for this family today. However, homicide investigators say this shooting was justified.
He had no choice but to shoot and kill his own brother.
A horrifying ordeal for a Beverly Grove family.
I zoom in here, you're looking at this two-story house with a green roof. In the backyard, we see crime scene tape there.
The LAPD responding to this home on the 400 block of North Alfred Street just before 1:30 p.m. after shots rang out.
Like a shotgun. It didn't sound like a pistol. They were big, deep sounds, and there were two of them.
Homicide investigators say the 80-year-old woman who lives at the home was attacked by her 61-year-old son, who showed up at her house with a baseball bat.
And when he made entry into the residence, he used it to smash windows, to smash personal belongings owned by his 80-year-old mother, and threatened and may have even struck his mother with the bat.
She managed to call her younger son for help. He works nearby and raced to his mother's aid.
When he arrived, he saw his mother on the floor. He saw his 61-year-old brother on top of her, choking her. He fired a warning shot with a shotgun that he brought from his business, and his brother continued to choke his mother.
What? Wait. What? Bro, if I was to walk in and see something like that off top, I ain't even for to shoot no warning shot. I'm just gonna gun you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't work like that. I'm sorry. You on top of my mama? I don't care if you whoever. You can be Jesus, God. Well, I don't know. Maybe you be trying to help her and save her life. But that's beside the point. This story is crazy, bro. But the stories get more crazier. The clips. This is one clip, but as the clips go, the stories get crazier. Watch, just listening. This is not just one. It's a couple of stories.
That's when he turned the shotgun on his brother and fired a single shot.
The shooter saved his mother's life, and surely being choked at the age of 80 while your face is smashed into the ground wouldn't surely cause her death.
Police say the shooter remained at the scene and is cooperating, adding, this homicide was not criminal.
He will be released. This is a justifiable homicide and not a murder.
It's just a tragedy for that family.
As for that 80-year-old victim, police say she was taken to the hospital with a head injury. She is in stable condition and is expected to be released soon. We're live in Beverly Grove. I'm John Finolio.
CBS News Miami, a mother overcome with grief, holding the remains of her daughter, whose naked body was found on the side of I-95 in Miami-Dade.
Tonight, she may be one step closer to justice. Good evening, I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Elliot Rodriguez. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister joins us with the exclusive interview from the Broward County Jail where that suspect is being held.
The victim's mother is living her life with a broken heart. She says that the suspect in her daughter's case said that her daughter jumped out of his moving car on her own, but the arrest warrant paints a very different picture. Maria Benitez clutches this pink urn tightly. Inside are the remains of her daughter, 22-year-old Naomi Settadini. There's not one day that goes by that I don't have my daughter present. Settadini was found naked and dead on the side of I-95 and Ives Dairy Road the morning of December 7th. Her boyfriend, 29-year-old Laurent Jr. Peon, a convicted felon, previously told law enforcement that the two had gotten into an argument and that she jumped out of his Brandis' car and was hit by another vehicle. Benitez says Pian was on FaceTime with her daughter's father, showing him her belongings after the incident.
Le mostró al papá el celular de mi hija.
Man, rest in peace to the young lady that lost her life, man. And it's crazy, bro. First off, you said she jumped out the car with no clothes on. How? Like, bro, this story is crazy. Like, this is sad.
He showed my daughter's father my daughter's cell phone, her Apple Watch, and her purse. He had her belongings at his sister's house. According to Pian's arrest warrant, a witness who works for FDOT described what he saw on their traffic camera.
Now watch what the witness said they seen. Now, you heard what he said. Oh, she jumped out the car with no clothes on and killed herself. Now watch what the witness say.
That morning, stating the subject continued punching the victim and at one point forcefully dragged the victim away from where the black SUV was parked and towards the I-95 lanes of traffic. The witness went on to say the victim crawled back to the emergency shoulder. The subject punched the victim and dragged her back to the far right lane in the path of oncoming traffic. The arrest warrant says the suspect continued punching the victim, and when he released her, she was struck by another car. It also states that blood was found on the outside.
So, she wasn't in the car. She was outside the car. Y'all was in the streets, tussling. He tussling with her. Tussling, punching and all that, right? Cars coming, he threw her in the street. And she get hit by a car, bro. This is... But how did she not have on clothes, though? This is crazy.
And the inside of Pian's car. Pian was later arrested for failing to stop at the scene of an accident and aggravated fleeing, but only now, nearly 3 months later, he's been charged with second-degree murder in her death.
Ahora lo que hay que pedir es justicia. Y que le caiga todo el peso de la ley.
Now what I have to ask for is justice, and that all the force of the law will fall on him. I know that's not going to bring my daughter back, but at least she'll rest easier. She's not going to rest. He has to pay. And according to the arrest warrant, this couple got into a physical altercation in Miami Beach back in August, and a protective order was issued, and Pian is expected to be transferred back to Miami-Dade. Well, for now, reporting from the Broward County Jail, Anna McAllister, CBS News.
Good evening, I'm Keith Cate. It's hard to imagine anyone could be so brutally cruel, but St. Petersburg police have identified a man, they say, kidnapped a teenage girl, killed her, dismembered her body, and then dumped her remains. Authorities believe Stephen Gress drove to this dumpster in Ruskin to dispose of 16-year-old Miranda Corsett. But that was 2 weeks ago, and whatever he left there has been hauled to a landfill. Investigators are now looking for Michelle Brandis. They believe that she was with Gress when he tried to hide Miranda's body. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers is covering this story for us tonight. Nicole, it's hard for anyone not to be rattled by the violent nature of these crimes.
Keith, you know, some of the people I spoke with here in St. Petersburg say this story just makes your stomach turn, let alone the gruesome details. But the fact that it happened here in one of our communities. But still, as this investigation continues tonight, there are still some questions left unanswered.
A neighborhood in dismay after hearing the gruesome details of a teenager murdered nearby.
Thought of what occurred was very, very, very disappointing to me because I never thought that this guy had the capabilities to allegedly do what they said he did.
St. Pete Police Chief Anthony Holloway says 16-year-old Miranda Corsette was lured through a social media app to meet 35-year-old Stephen Gress on Valentine's Day. Investigators say on February 20th, they got into an argument over a piece of jewelry.
So from the 20th to the 24th, she was beaten and tortured because they could not find this piece of jewelry.
Chief Holloway says what happened next was unimaginable.
She was then killed. Mr. Gress placed her body in his car along with his domestic partner, Michelle Brandis, and they drove her to Largo.
And that brings us here to a home Chief Holloway says belonged to Brandis's mother.
Miranda was dismembered at that location. They then placed her in a car and they drove her down to Ruskin where they dumped her into a dumpster. And her body is somewhere, possibly in a landfill somewhere in that county.
His message for Brandis?
Michelle, if you're out there, we're trying to tell you to turn yourself in because we will find you sooner or later. If anybody out there is trying to help Michelle, if we can, we will charge you.
And while at this hour, she hasn't been charged with a crime, Chief Holloway says Brandis has witnesses that say that she was there while the defendant was putting that teenager's body in the car, and now the hunt for her continues. For now, live in St. Pete, Nicole Rogers, 8 on your side.
This is an evil world we living in, man. This is an evil world we living in. Parents, please make sure you watching over your kids and watching what they doing, even if it make them uncomfortable or anything like that, because this can be your child. This can be anybody's child. This is sad, bro. Like that story was sad, man. That was crazy.
Serious deaths in the West End have a family desperate for answers.
Atlanta police discovered a couple dead in their apartment in the West End just hours ago. Now the big question is what happened and when. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcido live outside of the Oglethorpe Place apartments on Oglethorpe Avenue in Atlanta. And Angelina, you spoke with this man's daughters. They think that the couple was murdered here?
Well, this really is just a tragic story, Jennifer. Atlanta police homicide detectives really just confirming their fears tonight. A lieutenant spoke to us just about 30 minutes ago, confirming their fears, saying that they were likely stabbed to death. They are very close to charging someone with their murder, still piecing together a few more pieces before doing so. I want you to take a look at the couple that we are talking about. They were found dead inside their apartment. This is 75-year-old Marvin Spencer and his girlfriend, Henrietta Russell. Spencer actually would have been 76 today. His daughter asked for a welfare check after she couldn't get in contact with him or Russell to wish her dad a happy birthday early this morning. When the leasing manager realized the door to the apartment was barricaded, that is when they called police. Officers made contact with Russell's son, who was inside the apartment at the time. Tonight, we can confirm he cut his wrists and held a woman he had just met at the West End MARTA station today at knife point while negotiating with police. All of this while his mom and Spencer lay dead in the apartment.
He's already in the decomposing. I don't care what he looks like. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him. I want to see him. I want to know what happened. I want to know why.
Is it your belief that someone killed your father?
Of course. Excuse me.
How you gonna sit there in the house with
two dead bodies?
Yeah, it's like, come on now, like, it makes sense. The son is in the house with the mom and the dad, bro. Like, come on, and they're both deceased. Come on, and he's not trying to come out the house. He barricading himself in. I feel her pain, bro. She was like, help. Excuse me. I feel her pain though, for real, bro. Cause like come on, man. It's the writing on the wall.
and not say anything and barricade yourself in if you didn't do it?
So you think your father was murdered?
Of course.
Now, it took hours for police to try and get him out. Police transported him to Grady Hospital. From there, he's going to be going to the Fulton County Jail. He is currently being charged for false imprisonment and aggravated assault charges. The lieutenant does tell me that he will be facing some more charges once they continue to piece this investigation together. Both of the families for this couple, of course, want some answers here. They want to know when this couple was killed, how this happened, and how they even got to this point. A lot of unanswered questions here. We're going to continue asking police for some answers. We're live tonight in Atlanta. Angelina Salcido, 11 Alive News.
Well, that's it, man. That's all we got. Man. RIP to all the people that have passed away, man. This is crazy. This world is going crazy, bro. This world is really going crazy, man. The lady, this world's going crazy, man. That's all I got. Lay yourself, take care of yourself, stay focused, and make sure that you're watching everything that your kids is doing, man, because the dude took the little girl somewhere, man, and just dismembered her body at his mom's house. Then took her to a trash can location, then dumped her. Like, bro. Oh my God, the details in that story, I can just imagine how the family feel and how the parents feel. They just hear that happening to their child, man. This is crazy, man. But leave your comments in the comment spot, man. If you like the video, smash the like. But if you didn't, it's cool. Maybe you'll like the next video. Until then, man, I'm up out of here, man. Love yourself, take care of yourself, stay focused, stay out the way, man. We gone.